Things she's talking about, whether the controversial tariffs to the progress, if it is that, with North Korea, and certainly the jobs report this morning. It feels like, at least for a day, a big momentum shift for this White House, considering where we were just 24 hours ago and what we were talking about. We have market watchers Erin McPike and David Nelson with us here, as well as Bush 43 Special Assistant Ron Christie. And I'll start with you, Ron, on the fallout from all of this. We've spent all week talking about tariffs. Republicans have come in and said, boy, this is a terrible idea economically. And now today we come in, terrific jobs report. Last night, we're all surprised by what happened with North Korea in that announcement. It does feel like a little bit of a momentum shift. What do you make of it?
Connell, it's good to see you. It's been a whirlwind this last 24 hours. It's been crazy. Let me say this. I worry about the impact of the tariffs. Could this undermine the good jobs report we've seen?
Right.
Could it really harm our economy if we start going around and getting into a trade war with the EU? It was smart. I think the president exempted Canada and Mexico, our two strongest trading partners, but it remains to be seen the impact of what this will have on the global economy.
Where do you fall on that particular, and it is an argument, Erin?
Actually, one thing I'm very curious about is how it affects this congressional race, the special election.
Yeah, I'm going to Pennsylvania on Monday to cover that race for us next week, and
the Pittsburgh area district.
It's a huge story. It has been. Some people have even said the tariffs were timed to, coincide and help Rick Saccone in that race. He's the Republican that's running there. But, we'll see. You're right. It's a big part of it. But what do you make overall of you come in this morning and see a very, very strong jobs report in the middle of everything else?
You do. And, actually, the New York Times, too, has a number of stories today on how good the economy is. Yeah. Everything's going gangbusters. So it is a good week for Donald Trump after a terrible week. And actually, even the beginning of the week was kind of crazy with Sam Nunberg and everything going on in the Russia investigation.
Seems like six months ago. But.
Yeah, seriously.
But there was just no coordination here because even Paul Ryan put out a statement
he's against
saying he's going to fight this. So the White House could have done a better job of rolling it out, obviously. And that's where you might see a little bit of fluctuation in the market.
All right, David?
Yeah, I would follow on to what she just said. The communication of this was probably suspect, but they're already starting to walk some of that back. But one of the key things that Peter Navarro and this president understand is that trade deficits in the end are a transfer of wealth. Even noted Democrats like Warren Buffett have chimed in on that as well.
Now, what about today's news, though? Is this just right, this jobs report, David, in your view?
Yeah, I guess.
In other words, it's not too good. It's great on the headline number, but the inflation apparently is not what we thought it was in terms of being an issue.
This is a blowout number. This is pretty exciting news for Americans. It's pretty exciting news for stocks and the economy. Probably the thing that's causing the market to go as high as it is today is wages were just a bit soft. Right. And that was the data point that really drove us down and drove us into correction territory just a month ago.
You're going to go Goldilocks on us for this economy, Erin, or not? Is that a little bit too much? We're just right here. It was surprising to a lot of people to see the wages number, to David's point, not being a little bit stronger.
Yeah, look, and I think they're really going to have to focus on the Midwest and the South and job growth in some of those more rural areas. And that's where President Trump has failed to focus, and he's going to have to start focusing there.
All right, who wants to talk about North Korea?
We're all in, I think.
All these rumors that H.R. McMaster might be leaving and that Rex Tillerson was going to leave early this year. They certainly can't leave now. I mean, if there is actually going to be a meeting with the North Korean leader, there is going to have to be a lot of prep that goes into that, and you cannot have these big.
It's not a bad point. It's a good point, actually, because you think about this did literally come out of nowhere, Ron. Last night, the president himself peeked his head into the briefing room at the White House and told reporters there would be a big announcement at 7 o'clock, and the announcement was that he's accepted this invitation to meet with Kim Jong-un. You worked in a White House. Presidents in the past have had opportunities, I'm sure, to meet with his father, or even with Kim Jong-un when he took over, his grandfather. President Bush, who you worked for, Bush 43, he never met with him. Why wasn't it a good idea then? Is it a good idea now?
Well, President Bush labeled North Korea, of course, as being a member of the Axis of Evil for a very good reason. I think if you legitimize this president, the president of North Korea, with the presence of the president of the United States, it gives him the legitimacy that he's always wanted.
Always. Do you go at all? Does the argument that, hey, listen, we've tried that for years, but now let's try something different. Nothing wrong with talking. Do you subscribe to that at all?
I would not do that. I would send the Secretary of State in. I would send a lower-level official. I would not go to North Korea. I'd go to Geneva. But having President Trump meet with the North Korean leader leader gives him a legitimate...
I got to weigh in on the other side of that. We've been there, we've done that. I think this is a good move. We're already telling them that we're not rolling back any sanctions. We're even carrying on military exercises. Nothing really changes. The foot is still on the throat. The fact that they've come to this president,
right?
I think this is great news.
Okay, why?
I think we need to think outside of the box.
Let me ask you this, and then Erin can weigh in. But what can we, the United States, get out of this? What's the goal of this meeting?
The goal is a denuclearization of that region and that peninsula. That's the ultimate goal, and he has said that we are not going anything less than that. So I don't think we have a lot to lose here.
Erin?
I just want to say how far we have come in 10 years, because it was about 10 years ago, around this time, that President Obama, when he was a senator, said in a debate that he would be willing to meet with anyone without preconditions, and then had to go back and defend that later, and his staff kind of freaked out because they thought, we shouldn't be saying this. And now it's actually happening.
Well, you know
10 years later.
Funny about it also is that at the time, then you have Republicans would come out and say, well, you're naive, and now the shoe's on the other foot, and Democrats are criticizing this president. We give Ron at least some credit for being consistent, and that he's willing
Consistency is a good thing.
Because on all these issues and stuff, you got to take it issue by issue. But
you do.
You have been from the beginning fairly critical of this president as a Republican, though.
I have, but ultimately you have to give the president his due.
What's he doing? What's the best thing he's doing right now?
I think his economic policies are working. I think he's taken his foot off the boot of the American economy, and I think it's actually thriving. Businesses have a lot more confidence than they used to, and this is a great climate for the economy.
Okay, that's for David and Erin, and David, you can take this first. So the end of the week, right? So Friday, the huge story of there's two big economic stories for the week. One is trade. The other is the jobs report we got this morning. Which one's better?
Jobs number one. Clearly. That's what Americans care about. That's what's going to carry us through the rest of the year.
And doesn't override the other one eventually.
It certainly doesn't.
Erin?
I'm with him. Jobs report.
So, listen, we're finishing on an up note, right? The market's up. None of you managed to talk it down. The market's still up.
Exactly.
Almost 300.
We've still got a couple of hours.
You got a few seconds here.
Oh, we got Gas Burrito coming up in a few minutes.